It's episode number 2 of the Sonic Exploration. My name's Alec. I'm a singer-songwriter, recording engineer in Austin, Texas. Last episode, we had started with this song. Let me play you just a little snippet of it.
Nobody knows if the bad times right down the road.
I spent some time thinking about it. I know at the end of last episode, I said I wanted to move into higher production things. And then I had the idea of what happens if we made this song a bit more minor key and a little bit more moody. One of the things on this channel that I wanted to demonstrate is that so much of this is just seeing what works and experimenting. So today we're going to try to make it maybe a little bit more minor key, slow down the tempo, see what instruments speak to us. We'll probably have to update our vocal melody to accommodate some of these new chords. Let's go ahead and start there, and let's think about which chords we're going to change. What's the tempo that speaks to this? What if we started with like a B minor? And then the other thing I was thinking about is what happens if we drop this by like 20 BPM? So if we take this to 100.
It's easy to think the grass is greener over there.
Let me lay that in.
You won't know until you cross the road.
So off the bat, I'm kind of into that. We're switching between that A minor and A major a lot, and I think there's enough room between where it sounds okay. So the next thing is we got to lay in some vocals again.
You won't know until you cross the road. Seasons of good and bad, they come and they go.
Again, I like that maybe even a little bit more than the last verse. I feel like we're off to a good start here. Let's see how this chorus sounds.
Good times are worth their weight in gold.
What's that last part?
Good times are worth their weight in gold.
There it is.
The grass is always greener. Careful where you go.
Let's jump to verse 2. And this is why we keep the first track. I didn't write all the lyrics down.
Full of haunted memories, give up that ghost.
Again, this is sound cool. I'm into it.
4 times but rich in memories, I wouldn't trade for anything.
Let's do a little bit of arranging. I'm going to glue these verses together. So we have this verse 1, copy and paste this chorus over. Probably want a solo section after, and we probably want a little instrumental section to kick it off. Let's take a moment just to listen to this combination and make sure everything flows and sounds good. So what's interesting about this is I feel like the verse has gotten a lot stronger and the chorus has gotten a little bit weaker. Let's try a couple of different chords. I don't know, it just doesn't really kind of flow together there.
You won't know until you cross the road.
All right, so yeah, let's go with the A major instead of the A minor there. We might have to redo a couple of these vocals, but one of the things that's hard to remember is just because you spent time on something doesn't mean it's better. Don't get attached to it because you've spent a lot of time on it. We're just trying to make the best thing. Be open to these kind of ideas. Let's start thinking about some instruments. We get to start having fun now. Took a little bit longer to get that situated and changed over to a minor key, but that's just how it goes sometimes. That's the cost of doing business. Thinking about doing some hi-hats and some swing on top of that. Let me try that snare, a little side stick pattern. You know, I actually don't like that. I want it to be straightforward. And then let's think about what we want for the chorus. I think we're at this part now. I want to ditch this whirly and start thinking about using something really spooky, like maybe the Prophet 6. So let's hop over to our trusted friend, the Prophet 6. But before we do that, let's take a minute to say hi to Jeff. All right, what a good boy. Let's think about like a big moody pad. Opens up with a little bit of a swell. Add some release. Let's add the second oscillator and tune it up. Let's add a little bit of vibrato. Maybe it's more of a snap. All right, let's give it a rip. Now, let's think about verses a little bit. I'm thinking just like a really simple bass that goes with that kick drum. DI, let's go into console. Let's use the 610 today. I think something a little bit tubey. I'm going to want to bump at 100. The other part of this is the tube preamp. I want cranked. I want it kind of cooking. And then we're going to add 1176 here too, just to catch the peaks of things. I'm going to use a pick too. I really want this to be like sharp attack. Taking a moment, there might be another cool bass line here that's maybe a little more melodic. A fun rabbit hole, but I think it's a little bit too busy.
All these things you love come and go.
Let's take a listen through this first chorus and kind of see where we're at here.
All these things you love come and go.
What if we thought about some guitar? Play around with some effects. All right, so for the intro, we're going to do the strum. Second verse, we'll do this plucking. So I had a couple takes there. We're going to pan them hard left, right. I think I'm feeling a mellotron. Let me clean these up real quick. I think we need an ARP on the second half of this chorus to help it lift higher. Nothing more fun than just cleaning up some MIDI, boys. This is the real glamorous stuff they talk about with music production. I think that's going to be pretty close to it for the day. Let's see where we're at, and we'll make some decisions on which production we want to move forward with.
Who knows if the bad times will follow you down the road. The grass is always greener. Careful
The chorus is definitely better on this one, but the verses might be stronger. It's interesting. It's kind of oscillated between the two. Like I said, we're going to make a decision on which production we want to move forward with. And from there, we'll do all the other steps required to finish the song, like production, making sure that some of these takes are better full takes, endings, transitions, all that stuff, mixing, mastering. That's all we got for today.